So back to this video. This was the Charizard celebrations um, classic holo. So story behind this card was I had a $600 Charizard VMAX I was sitting on to get graded, but then I realized the card wasn't perfect aligned and it would never really get like a high grade. So figured I'd go off to the card stores and see if I could sell it. So I was refused a lot of times I went to the card store. They were offering me like $100 for the $600 Charizard, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna just sell it for that and give it away. So I finally went to like a little comic store, card shop, like mom and pop hole in the wall place, and this guy was like, I don't have no money, man, for that card, but I can do a trade. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, man. Like, if you have something that I want, I'll trade, but besides that, I'm not gonna sell it for less than 100, because I paid 600. And he had like some books with cards, and I was kind of scrolling through them, and right away I seen this Charizard, and I kind of had been chasing this card, but I just couldn't find it in a gradable um, um, card. And when I seen this, man, I was like, dude, this card is perfect, bro. Like, I mean, it's lined up. It had no damages. It was just perfect, man. Like, it was like the most perfect thing. So I told the guy, like, hey, man, like, would you trade me this and, give me like $30 credit? And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I gave him the $600 card. Got like $30 of merchandise, and then I just dipped out. Like, I was like, man, I came up, I was like, man, I came up today on the card I've been chasing. And this is like the most popular card right now in our generation. The most recent popular card of, like, the top bangers or whatever. So I just like take the card. I mean, I'm on my way. I'm like looking at the card. I noticed when I was looking at it in his store that there was like a factory mark on the card. Like, it was cringed. It had like a cringe on the corner, on the top right corner. It had like a cringe. Let's pull this guy out. So I noticed on the top right corner here, you can see it had a cringe line coming down right there. Right there you can see it, the cringe line straight down from the factory machine. So I'm pretty sure they noticed that in the grading process, which gave this a 6. But for our generation, this is the top card. Since the pandemic, our coronavirus started, and all the craze was out for Pokemon, like Jake Paul and all that, crazy madness. This is the top card right now in our generation. I have one. This is mine. I sent in personally. And this one has a cringe mark. And it's a perfect card. I mean, this card is, there's no other card that's gonna line up like this. And also, I think it's a hollow bleed. Yeah, I see the hollow bleed. I don't know if the Charizards had that, all that hollow on it. But this is definitely like a one of one gem. And that is also the one of one gem. And also that. So I pretty much just chased, you know, my goal for getting the most rarest cards. And I mean, you could accomplish a lot of things, man, if you really put your, you know, your time and your mindset into it. I didn't really have a lot of doubt, but you know, I just kept going forward with the collection, and I believe so far this is like the top 3 cards right now in the world. I can't really argue about it, but there you have it. The Charizard celebrations with the cringe and a perfect card, and a 6 is good because they say that any kind of marks or engraved marks on cards are obviously gonna go down like 3 grades, or like a whole grade. And but there you have it. If you stay into my videos, I'll be showing the next 2 returns. So one card is the top 3 in the world, and the other card is error, but there's also a American error version of it. And I'll be doing a video on those 2 cards, and we'll give a little bit of history. These 3 cards right now, I would value like priceless. I'm gonna definitely sit on this card for years to come. This one is like for that certain collector. There's only one in the world of this card, so I would put it at the top card of the generation that we're living in now. It's only one of one population, and this is the number 1 card in the world that ever came out. The first version of Charizard in a misprint. So you be the judge, I guess, and just stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.